Don't you hate it when a for sale by owner says, are you bringing a buyer? I'm going to show you how to crush that objection in this video. Hey there, Chadi Bazzi here, and welcome to another top listing agent training. If you are someone who's 100% committed to taking more listings now, and I'm talking about like an extra 2, 3, 4 listings each and every single month, that I want you to check out our free trainings. The link is below. But for right now, what we're going to talk about is how do we crush this objection when we are calling a for sale by owner and they ask us, are we bringing a buyer? Before we address exactly what to say and how to overcome that, let's talk about some foundational things when it comes about working for sale by owners. Why do I love working for sale by owners? Number one is because 80+% of them actually end up listing and or selling through a real estate agent. Why else do I love working for sale by owners? Because that's the first listing I've ever taken was a for sale by owner. What else? It's because some of my clients are taking a listing every single week, and I'm thinking about Donna, took 22 listings, brand new agent, took 22 listings from for sale by owners in 9 months. And by doing exactly some of the things that we're going to be talking about here today. So when you're calling a for sale by owner, I want you to look at it in a completely different way in terms of objectives, because most people are calling for sale by owners and are either trying to get their foot on the door and or lying and telling the for sale by owner that they have a buyer to bring them by. We don't do none of that stuff. We know exactly why we're calling them. We have two objectives. Objective number one is to get a solid pre-qualified listing appointment. Now, it doesn't matter if you are as good as me or better or not as good as me. You're never ever going to set an appointment with every single person that you speak to. When you can get a pre-qualified listing appointment right there on the spot, then we go after objective number two, which is a preview appointment. And that's where the magic happens. Remember, when we are calling, what we are trying to do is trying to get face-to-face. You're never ever going to take the listing over the phone. So how do we do that? If you already have our script, one of the things that I teach my clients to do is to ask the for sale by owner, I'm just curious, are you cooperating with real estate agents? And this is where usually they say either, yes, bring me a buyer, I'll pay you 2%, 3%, whatever magical number they give you. And sometimes they say, what do you mean? If they say, what do you mean? You say, if an agent were to bring you a buyer who's gonna give you the kind of money you want, would you compensate the agent with a finder's fee? And they always say yes, like literally 90+% of the time, they say yes. And then you could ask for the appointment to go there and preview the property. There's a good percentage of them, okay, that will not allow you into their home unless you already have a buyer. So they're always gonna ask you if you are bringing the buyer. And if they ask you the question, here's what you say. Mr. Seller, I am not. However, my team and I have over a dozen buyers. By the way, don't make up numbers. So, think about your colleagues that have actual buyers and or your team members that have actual buyers, or how many ever buyers you have in your pipeline. Always give a true number or round it up to like almost 10 if you have 9, or you can say a dozen or over a dozen, whatever that number is. Let it be an accurate real number. Say, Mr. Seller, I am not bringing a buyer with me. However, my team and I have over a dozen buyers that we are working with, and I am hoping that your home is a match for one of them. Can I come by and preview the home, take a few pictures, and maybe a video that I can share with them? That's it. I mean, it's like a great way to get your foot on the door. And this is how you bypass, are you bringing a buyer with you? And that increases your odds by like literally 75, 80% into getting your foot in the door. Look, if you're not getting into their living room, you're never going to have an opportunity for a signature on a contract. Sometimes this is what we call a 2-step and or even a 3-step, or with for sale by owners, it could be a 4-step or a 5-step process. When you master working with for sale by owners, you will have more 1-step process where it's like one phone call, one meeting, one listing taken immediately. But if you're not there yet, this is a great way to begin. And if you need more help taking more listings from for sale by owners, make sure you check all the free training resources we have in the description below. So here's what you do after you set the appointment. You go to the home, you preview the home, you ask questions, you establish rapport, etc. You take a couple of pictures, you record a video, and if you're brave like this gentleman that I coached out of Detroit, Michigan by the name of Chadi, who ended up like literally listing 8 for sale by owners in 8 weeks, what he did is he would go there and, you know, use the same exact process. However, when it came down to taking pictures and recording a video, he would actually go live on Facebook. He's showing the sellers how proactive he is. He hasn't even got the contract yet. They haven't even hired him, and he's already going out there and working for them to help them sell the home. I would do a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live, or stories, or whatever it takes. Show them that you are proactive, and I guarantee you, even if you don't take the listing right there on the spot, they're going to grant you another opportunity because you just did the one thing that the other 4, 5, 6, 10 real estate agents that visited that home did not do. And then after you do that, you just simply say, Mr. Seller, I'm not sure if one of those buyers is going to be the perfect fit. Hopefully it is. I'm going to go ahead and share the pictures and the videos with them. And if they are, then boom, get ready to pack up and leave. However, if not, I'm still happy that I had the opportunity to visit your home today. Because in doing so, I've identified beyond a shadow of a doubt that your home can be sold in 30 days or less for maximum amount of money. So allow me the opportunity to go back into my office, crunch the numbers, and design a step-by-step marketing plan of action to create that result in the next 30 days or less. And I want to come back and share that with you. So should I come back tomorrow at that time or in 2 days at that time? 9 out of 10 times, you just set another listing appointment right there on the spot. Hopefully, this has been very helpful for you. Go out there, apply it, put it to the test, come back in the comments and let me know how this is working out for you. And or if this is something that you're about to try and you're stuck with a question or two or whatever, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Top Listing Agent Academy. Take care. Bye-bye.